We say au revoir to the Francais Olympics, and we say hello, we say bonjour to some half decent ratings. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling. Ratings for wrestling shows have been returning over the past week, and they're still not great, but we've pretty much seen every single show have an increase, whether it be Raw, whether it be SmackDown, NXT, Dynamite, Collision. We don't care enough to check Rampage, but I'm going to assume that their numbers went up as well. But we can see that all the wrestling shows appear to be going back up since either the Olympics finished or their show went back to the normal time slot or the normal network. So we're beginning to see increases this week, but just because something's increased from the previous couple of weeks still doesn't mean it's a good number if the previous couple of weeks sucked to begin with.
Absolutely, but the Olympics, it's over, right? We need to put that to one side. What can they do now going into the final third of the year? What can Tony do? Well, final quarter, actually. I guess the final third's October. But let's talk about it. I watched the show. It was pants. What do we expect?
Final third would be September.
Yeah, I know. Final quarter would be like October.
You said final third. Final third, if you're splitting a year into three, then it's 4 months in each third.
Yeah.
So that means the final third
We're
September.
in the second third. We're almost going to...
You said it's October.
Yeah, that's quarter. Is what
You
I
never
mean.
said. You said final third.
I actually said third and quarter.
No, you said third
I
first.
said both. I actually went wrong with quarter. Anyway, here's a quarter of off sense. Let's go. They don't want to hear me and you debate what I said, alright? They want to hear us buddy fucking AEW. That's what the minions tune in for.
The minions?
The Fog Wrestling gods, channel legends.
The Fog Wrestling Hall of Fame.
The Fog Wrestling Hall of Fame. We love sticking it to this big nerdy Tony Khan.
Hall of Famers.
Aye.
Fucking, these guys are better than the Undertaker.
Fog
Anyway.
of Famers.
Fog of Famers, right. Right, let's just go. Right, on you go.
On you go. Right, so what did Dynamite do overall? I'll tell you what Dynamite did overall, folks. It did a whopping 703,000 viewers, up 13% from last week. As we said, this was to be expected with the Olympics ceasing to exist. They're simply going up against what they once had. And on terms of other stuff...
Well, they're not ceasing to exist. They're over for 4 years.
TV world, that's ceasing to exist.
No, ceasing to exist would be like if they just fucking...
Hold on. ECW died in 01, but they came back in One Night Stand in 05. What was that?
But they were never scheduled to come back. The Olympics are scheduled to come back.
You never
Big
know.
difference.
Monkeypox is on the list. Could grind the world to a halt.
Well, last time I checked, the Olympics ain't happening in Africa. It's happening in America, mate.
America! Fuck yeah!
It's alright. If there's any sort of monkeypox, Hogan will just drop the leg drop on it and it'll go away. I am a real American. He'll just fight it.
Hulkster will fight it. Anyway, let's go into the rest of the numbers.
Yes, look at the numbers from AEW Dynamite from August 14th. So we're up 13% from last week's show, which did 622,000 viewers. This week doing 703,000 viewers. Do the maths. I believe that gives you an 81,000 increase. So, I mean, not bad, but it's not exactly great considering that AEW, Tony Khan, they were teasing a big announcement, a ground-breaking announcement that could have possibly been made during this show. You also had a pretty stacked show as well with multiple titles on the line, and it's the penultimate show before All In. Plus, you know, they're back to their normal time with no competition really from the Olympics. So it's up 81,000, but is 81,000 really a good enough increase? And more importantly, I believe this marks now, I'm not sure if I'm still right with the number because we kind of just gave up on the 800k mark, but I think this is the 19th week in a row where Dynamite has failed to hit 800k. And it wasn't that long ago that 800k was a bad rating for Dynamite, and now they haven't hit it in like 19 weeks. So, you know, we're getting close to half a year territory. The AEW Dynamite haven't hit 800k. Will they ever hit 800k again? Who knows? The million talk seems to be absolutely gone at this point. I think there's only a few people. I mean, we're talking Shane McMahon coming in to AEW. We're talking a signing like Brock Lesnar or The Rock or CM Punk returning to fight Tony Khan backstage, something like that. That's the only thing that's going to get this show over 1 million views. But yeah, 13% up from last week. We look at the key demo. This week they're a 0.23. Last week they're a 0.19. Up 21% in the key demographic, which is a lot. But again, the key demo is pretty low to begin with. That you only need a small increase to go up. But 21% is a pretty decent jump. So 21% increase in key demo. 13% increase in viewership. It's up for AEW Dynamite. Can they continue this trend, and how high can they go before they once again go back on the decline?
Who knows, right? But with Tony Khan, there's no wonder, right, he didn't make the announcement on Dynamite. Imagine him coming up, I'm not Shane, all in Texas. Imagine if he did that. He'd have got ballooned at the building. And I'm saying ballooned there, because you know what? Tony Khan is an absolute... he's a fucking nerd of the highest order. He actually makes my blood boil. Not as much as Triple H, bear that in mind, but do you think Shane McMahon's the man that can take them back to the promised land? The 7 figures? Here comes the ratings talk.
Here, as much as I love WWF, WWE, this new WWE it's not my WWE. It's not McMahon led. It's led by a big nosed bastard that likes to bore the fucking life out of us. We have Shane McMahon effectively, cast it out the company. Vince is blacklisted. TK. I don't care about TK. I don't care about fucking Triple H or Tony Khan or lost his smile 30 years ago Shawn Michaels. I don't care about any of that shit. I want McMahon back, and if McMahon back means AEW, then I'll be cheering on AEW. So if the McMahons go to AEW Dynamite, they'll have a new fan in me. The show will probably still be shite, but I would cheer for an AEW with Shane McMahon in charge.
Over WWE?
Aye, WWE's dead to me.
That's a bold fucking claim right there.
What? I grew up watching I grew up watching McMahon's WWE, not this shite today. I've got no. Where's the loyalty?
Yeah, but what difference is AEW if Shane's in it? But it's the same old shit.
I'm talking about Shane buying it.
Oh, he's no fucking buying it, man. Pipe down. Where's Shane McMahon plucking out all the money from?
It's worth fuck all.
McMahon's in a deteriorating condition, by the way.
Why are you suggesting Shane McMahon's got no money? Shane McMahon could buy this shit show if he wants.
No, he couldn't. Right? I don't even. It's not even a question of doing money. Tony Khan.
No, Tony Khan would never sell. But let's not pretend that AEW is a successful company that's thriving that would cost a lot of money to buy. You're on about Shane McMahon couldn't afford it.
Yeah, you know why? Because I don't think there's any amount of money on the planet that would make Tony Khan sell it. I'm not even taking the piss.
Just make Shane McMahon, Vince, team up, create a new company, WWF, and fuck the Wildlife Foundation. You know what I mean? Just get someone.
First show, McMahon against a panda.
I get someone to dress up as a panda. Have McMahon come out to the ring, batter the panda, then take a big giant dump on it. Take a big shite on it. So the panda looks white, black, and brown. And then that's it. That's segment 1.
That could be the last one if it wants to.
Like, I'm a McMahon guy. I'm loyal to McMahon. Anyway, let's move into the most viewed clips here.
He hasn't shat on us yet.
Well, you could argue some of the booking that he used to do for like 10 years, 15 years there before he... Well, no, he didn't pass away before he left the company. I mean, he kind of was shitting on us, wasn't he?
He may as well have passed away.
Feed me more. Sucker and succotash, son. I mean, oh, come on. It's pish as Triple H is. McMahon gave us a lot of shite too.
Aye, but he gave us the good stuff.
No, he did, and that's...
Triple H gave us fuck all.
That's why I've got loyalty to McMahon. People can say what they want about McMahon, right? But as bad as some of the shit under McMahon was, McMahon gave us the greatest errors in professional wrestling. Until Triple H gives us something great, then, he's got no brownie points in my eyes.
No brownie points. But anyway, let's look at that.
Dixie Carter's gave us better stuff than Triple H.
Absolutely.
Just for the pure reason she was funding TNA.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Dixie Carter essentially gave us Perk Angle.
Scott Steiner.
You know what I mean?
Ric Flair. Jay Lethal.
I mean, Sting would have been sitting home retired at 45 if it wasn't for Dixie Carter. So, it is what it is. Anyway, most viewed YouTube clips from the AEW channel. First place, 143,000 views. AEW champ Swerve Strickland looks to make an example of Wheeler Yuta. Good for him. This match probably fucking sucked.
It did suck, honestly. He just knocks him out and the ref calls it off. And during it, Daniel Bryan is getting made fun of to his face in the crowd and he's just standing there doing nothing.
Sounds great. Second place, 120,000. Who heads to London? Mercedes Moné versus Hikaru Shida. Well, obviously Mercedes Moné is the one that's going to be heading to London. If Mercedes Moné lost this match, wouldn't that mean Mercedes Moné versus Britt Baker wouldn't be happening?
Yeah, it would probably be Britt Baker against Shida, wouldn't it?
And what's the chances of that? Absolutely.
Nature,
McMahon would say, no chance in hell.
The match was alright, but the aftermath was awful.
A nice wee finisher there for Mercedes Moné. Third place, 100,000 views. Acclaimed finally get their shot at the AEW Tag Team Champs. The Young Bucks, good for them. Fourth place, Cassidy versus Strong versus O'Reilly, who punched their ticket to All in London. Don't worry, they'll probably all be there. Some might be on the pre-show, but they'll all be there, trust me.
Awful.
Fifth place, 71,000 views. Hook wants the Learning Tree, Chris Jericho, FTW champ at All in London. Will Hook get him though?
This was actually the best thing on the show because Big Bill said to Hook, I'm going to roll you up and shove you up Taz's ass. And then he looked over the announce table and Taz started pissing himself for about 5 seconds. Then it just went dead silent.
Sixth place, 71,000 views. A possessed Hangman Adam Page and Jay Lethal go to war. Good for them. 7,000 views, 57,000 views. Seventh place, 57,000 views. At All in London, it's personal. MJF, AEW American Champion versus Will Ospreay. And then 8th place, 56,000 views. Jack Perry, TNT champion there, brother, delivers a message to Darby Allin.
I hate Darby Allin. Well, I actually don't mind him, right? But he's coming out with some awful this rhetoric about it used to be, family and friends. Now it's about the hard workers. It's like, you look at the way this company's being booked though, the Elite and like Jack Perry and co. It looks like it's never been more family and friends in terms of you actually look at the show.
Why is he saying that as if it's a bad thing though? Surely it should be more about people who work hard rather than family and friends.
He's retarded, right? Look at every business in the world. If you're connected, right, and if you're high up, you're going to get your friends and family in. That's how it works.
That's how the cookie crumbles.
That's how the cookie crumbles. Yeah.
Anyway, Tony Khan's crumbling, AEW's crumbling. The ratings may be up this week, but trust me,
they'll be down next week.
Yeah, till next time. Peace.